Alright, I have all my biomass dry. I'm going to put it in a box because I got to go get some more from my friend's house, helping them out, clean up their yard. They already cut it all out. All I got to do is go get it, and then I need some more for it to land. So I got to pick up all of this so I don't have to do any rework, and I'm not covering any of the things that I worked so hard to get accomplished. So, all goes in the box. Here it goes. Alright, biomass is boxed. I got these two stuffed, like crammed it in there, and then folded up the tabs. They're kind of sticking up, that's how I know it's full. And then I got this guy, and there's just kind of a little bit. And then over here, I had some non-boxables, which were rose bush and sticks from the yard that had fallen out. So, bada bing, biomass in box. Just hanging out on my couch, having a beer. Yeah, with my dog and my daughter. Awesome. Pretty good couch, huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, there's the rest of it. It never sold for free online for like months. It's hot. C'est la vie. So, I'm going to take all the springs out of this thing, and then I'm going to turn it into biochar. It's going to be amazing. In the front yard here, and I have yard. That's a yard. In the front driveway here, and I have the couch all dismantled. I'm going to turn this into biochar. I'll have quite the challenge of removing all of the... What are you saying? I'll have quite the challenge of removing all of the ferrous metals out of it, but I think if I smash up the char afterwards and run a magnet through it, it'll work out just fine. Behind here, I was working busy today. There's some naily pellet wood, and there's some clean pellet wood. Yeah, it's all good. I'll just burn all that this winter anyway, but in my fireplace. But there you have it. I'm going to totally take this thing apart, and we'll see what I have left. Super adorableness. You just have to watch this. Yeah. No? Is that what you're saying is no? No. Uh-oh. I'm sitting Daddy's lap. I'm sorry. You put your hair. No, 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 no. Oh, shucks. Are you okay? No, no. It's a good couch, you think, huh? No, no. Uh-oh. Oh, the poor couch. Ooh, what are you doing? You freaking camera goob. Don't touch. Don't touch. Move your little fingers. Okay, she's not so broken up about it anymore.
Because you have the camera looking at her.
Yeah. So you take it down a little ways, and then you can actually get to them little middle brackets. Those pry right off. All the clips come off the front, and then knock off the back real nice and easy. The spring is all free, so now I'm going to go ahead and chop it all up with Lyman pliers. because this is a cantankerous chunk and isn't easily enough to store or anything like that. So I'll just go ahead and cut this all up, and I'll have a bunch of rings. I can stack the rings, turn it back into the recycling whenever the heck I get around to it. Now I have a pile of trash, a little bit of steel, and then a whole lot of biomass that's full of steel. So I'm gonna smash this all up into some pieces that can actually fit in my little fire ring and turn it into biochar. Smash. Of course, with the help of my Wilton bash tool, made this whole process a lot easier. And yeah, definitely wear your safety glasses because the chips fly. But you know, you could play around with an 8-pound sledgehammer, or you could just get the job done with a 20. So, got the 20. Slightly little better perspective on what I've been doing tonight. I have some steel, I have a pile of chips and chunks full of metals, and then this is all couch. Couch. How to get the steel out of all of the... Dad.
It's night-night kisses.
Oh, night-night kisses. Scout, are you gonna come get night-night kisses?
No, I need to get some in. Jim! Stop!
I'll be back.
Hey! Sit!
Dang dog, run across the street. Bah!
Jim!
Alright, so I got everything a little more sensible for you. This is all couch. But then the couch is just riddled with staples all over the place. So I'm gonna turn that into biochar and then crush the biochar and take the ferrous metals out of it with a magnet. Much like I'm gonna do with all the chips and chunks here. Big old magnet, sucks them right out of there. Awesome. I'll sweep all these guys up once I'm finished, and I'll char that as well. Oh yeah. Van full of biomass. Chock full all the way up. Ha ha. I have a bunch of biomass. Bada bing. This is everything that came out of this garden originally, as far as what I pulled, dried, boxed, and then here it all is. Plus a little bit, and then I even have some odds and ends that aren't usually considered charable, but these aren't recyclable in my compost, so I can char all this, I can char all that, char all the weeds. Here goes nothing. Alright, just because it doesn't have any calorific value for my baby, because she's not a baby anymore, doesn't mean it doesn't have calorific value to light on fire. Yeah, I can turn this into carbon too, and it works. Bada bing. All that's left is the 4 boxes. Yep, 4 boxes, because I burnt quite a few of them. So, I have cardboard, paper bags, packing paper, packaging from work, and weeds in here. That's it. This whole thing is just junk, but now it's biochar. Awesome. This was a whole lot more successful of an attempt. And then of course I have my little bit from the little fire we had. But this other pile is still just horrible, absolutely just chock full of junk that isn't pyrolyzed. So I may or may not put that in the garden. It just kills me. So if I didn't say it enough, always secure your biochar as soon as you create it, so that things don't happen to it, stuff doesn't fall on it, kids don't get in it. Oh, yeah. I should have a respirator for this. All right. All right. What?
You say all right every single time. Do you realize that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I have my biochar all finished up. I'm going to try to leave it in the ring here and not take the ring off so I don't end up getting all of these little things in it that aren't charred. Maybe it'll work. Maybe I still have hot spots down in there. We'll see. I still have some hot spots. I'm going to go dump this, come back, wet this down some more, keep on going. So as I'm processing the cardboard and the paper waste and that kind of thing, it all ends up getting smashed in the finer particles. There is a little bit of dirt in here from the roots where I've pulled all the weeds out. I wanted to pyrolyze all the roots as well. And I'm getting about this much every time. I fill that ring up with biomass. So of course I can stuff a whole lot more biomass in it than I can biochar. But as soon as it fills up with biochar, this is pretty much what I'm getting. That's a puzzle piece. Yeah. But it's fully charred. This is all I'm getting out of the ring, but I'm able to do it in about 2 to 3 hours with the grate that I cut out of it, as opposed to the 5 hours at least it was taking me before. So I'm still getting the same amount, but at least I'm starting to be able to do this faster. I have all the dead wood and then all of the green wood that I took out and a couple of other things there. But worky all the time. A little bit of biomass just so I can have some biomass. There's a lot of work. I did this tree for free, but I figured I could take a picture of it and put it on Facebook, advertise that I do tree services to get some more biomass, maybe actually make some money on the service, and then also the biomass. Yeah. So I can make charcoal out of it or firewood or whatever I'm intending to do, because I want to do products and services. Way better idea. I got off work a little early, went over to Buddy's house and got all of this biomass. It's all the tree trimmings from the tree I took out. Well, I didn't tree it. I didn't take it out. I trimmed it so it looks a whole lot better now. Bada bing, there was a lot of dead wood, crossings, all that kind of stuff. But I'm passionate about this bioenergy thing, so I'm loading it all up in my minivan and I'm pursuing my dreams, because HVAC isn't cutting it for me. And it's been a good job and it's paid the bills, but that's all it's done. So I want more fulfillment out of what I'm doing with my time, and bioenergy is it. All right. Went to a friend's house, got a whole bunch of biomass. Yes. Trimming the tree. I still got more in the van I need to clear out. Got some weeds, got some leaves. Here's a mistake I made. I put all these leaves that I thought were going to fall down into my gravel, and then I was going to lose them on Fizz Queen so that I could keep them all, but then the sprinklers turned on, it got wet, and then it stayed wet as opposed to the water just trickling down through it. So now I need to invest in a leaf blower to be able to kind of blow this stuff around and actually clean up my rocks as I'm working on all the biomass. Or, just have a flat spot I can keep all of them that I'm not drying biochar, and maybe I need to get some solar kilns or something to really dry this stuff out, especially in the winter. I'm going to run into that issue here in a couple months, and yep, just lots to think about. But the rocks work better as a percolator than the Visqueen. I have a whole bunch of biomass that doesn't fit in my fire ring. So all of this is super long, and I would love to just be able to trench burn it like Skill Cult does. Awesome, but I'm in an urban area, so I have to over process everything. It's just more work, but that's because I'm committed to this whole deal, so I'm going to go ahead and keep on doing it. My fire ring is 24 inches in diameter approximately, so I just got to have everything down to about yay big. Carefully. So, I have a lot of work laid out for me, but this is what I do, and I'm going to get it done. I had to reduce this entire pile and spread it all out over this entire area. I'll move my chopping log back over there, and we'll get this drying out a whole lot quicker than just leaving it in a big old pile. Over here I have a different, this is a juniper bush, mostly. I have the green portions of the honey locust. So taking all of the big sticks out, because those will burn at a different rate, and I want to make sure all of this little stuff gets charred, and that gets charred thoroughly. So pretty much I'm just going through and getting all the leafy stuff and all of the smaller stuff in one pile, and then all of the bigger stuff in another pile. Right, I got this all separated out. Let's see how well I can walk backwards. So all of this has been reduced manually, but I got it done. Didn't actually take me that long. Thought it was going to take hours. I got it done in like 30 minutes. So, boom, that's all finished up. And I got all of this these guys, all of this stuff all processed up. So that's just the leafy stuff. And then over here I have all of the dead wood that I was able actually to size on site because it just breaks. Blam. This other stuff over here that doesn't break up, all of the green stuff, I left it all whole, which is also why I have my saw dog out here, and I'm going to chop it up and saw it up and get it all processed as well, ready for a burn. And then I have my buddy coming over for a lesson on how to actually do the char, so I have as much of this process established and ready to be handled when he gets here. Blam.